Hello, today on Yinka and Friends, I'm at Soboye with Mnek. We're going to be talking about him kickstarting his solo career and trying on some clothes. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm swell, how are you?
I'm alright. So you had your first headline show recently?
No, it was like, well, yeah, it was like my first few kind of setup shows to kind of warm me up into the idea of performing. Because like all my other performances, they've been with, you know, other producers, so it's been kind of just me kind of singing for them.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
But this was like my first full set. And yeah, it was great because I was with my band and everything and playing songs from the album. It was really good.
So you sing, produce, write. What came first?
I started writing first. I did like poetry and stuff at school. Then I went into writing songs, and then I started making my own beats, and then I started singing after. So
do you find there maybe is a bit of pressure, because if people know that you can produce, that you can sing, that you can write, then when you bring out, you know, for instance, your single now, do you feel like everyone expects so much of you because they know that you can do it, they've seen it before? There
is a bit of pressure. I think there's people are expecting a certain thing, because you know, there's been a template with a lot of the things I've been involved in, like, you know, with Rudimental and Subfocus and Duke Dumont and Gorgon City. That has like this house kind of tempo, but you know, I think the pressure's off because I know that what I'm doing is different, and it isn't something. It's not entirely affiliated to them. It really is an Mnek project. It's
like your own little baby.
Yeah, exactly.
So speaking of Rudimental and Disclosure and everyone that you've worked with, how did you build those relationships?
They kind of built themselves. Because when I finished school, I was 16, and Amir from Rudimental, I'd moved into his studio.
Okay.
So I mean, I was working there and had my own room there, and that's where I started doing sessions. That's where I started my album, and then he joined Rudimental, and then they wanted me on, you know, their music, and I wrote songs in their album, and that's how it kind of started. I think with the Rudimental thing, that's how it started, and then, you know, Duke Dumont started hitting me like on Up and Subfocus and Gorgon, and it kind of rooted from.
Do you feel like it kind of snowballed a bit once you got to know one sort of act or artist, then everyone was just like, oh,
well,
hello?
yeah, I mean, of course, I mean, that's how it is though, because it's kind of like there's some kind of reference, and you know, I think there's been a thread to everything I'm doing. I don't think there's any kind of, oh, it doesn't fit, it doesn't make sense. I think everything I've done thus far has made sense to what I'm doing now.
And tell me more about the single. I saw the video, it was pretty awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, Every Little Word is kind of the buzz single from the album. I really wanted to just put out something. I feel like Every Little Word is such a statement from a sonic point of view. And it really does, you know, because I could have easily done something a bit safe to come up with first.
Yeah, you could have gone down the route that you were working with the housey stuff and that. So.
I mean, yeah, no, don't remember, there are housey songs in the album, and I love them, but I think, you know, I got around to the idea of thinking, right, now that I'm Mnek, this is the Mnek project, let's start with a bang. And I think Every Little Word, you know, kind of was that bang.
And what can we expect from it? What are you going to give us?
I think, because I've written and produced most of it, but you know, there's some collaborations with there's a duet with Moko, and Snake Hips have produced a song on it, and I've co-written 2 songs with Jimmy Napes. Yeah, I mean, it's very much like a, you know, it's really, I think sonically it's very influenced by 90s R&B and pop and all of that, but it's still, every song is so different from each other. It doesn't feel like, you know, the same song. It doesn't feel like there's just like one sound. There's several sounds, but there's a glue holding it together, and I think that's the fact that's coming from me. Well, thank you for joining me. My pleasure. I am very excited to follow your journey. Thank you. And to dressing you up right now. Okay. Are you ready? Yes.
Get back in there. Yeah, that does look nice.
Shoulders.
I like that one.
Showing these streets.
I like those poses. I might have to adopt them.
I think they're going to be my next press shots.